All right. All right. Deltron 3030, long requested, considered one of the classics in hip hop as far as I can tell, especially by those requesting it. Finally getting to the album. I'd been putting this one off for a while because it was long. And for some reason I had in my mind that it was an hour and 30 minutes, but it's an hour and 13. So not quite as long, which is nice. Getting a late start this morning. We actually have a friend that's in the hospital. We found out this morning she just had twins. Everything went okay with the twins, but now she's got this I don't know what it's called. My wife briefly told me quickly as she was going somewhere else real quick, preeclampsia or something. But she's okay, but she's in the hospital, and so we might go and see her. So today's a little mixed up. Every week, man. Every day it seems like lately there's something going on. If you're on Patreon, I thank you very much for being a supporter on the Patreon. You're going to get this today. I think what's going to happen is we're probably going to end up visiting her. So this will get edited and posted on YouTube, not on Friday. So a departure from the norm. Plus it's Halloween today, so happy Halloween for those of you who enjoy the candies or throwing candy at children or egging the cars. Is there something like that? Pumpkins, throwing pumpkins on the ground, Smashing Pumpkins, decent band. I was never a huge Smashing Pumpkins fan. Enjoyed Smashing Pumpkins, but not a huge fan. I have a patron, Tim. We'll just call him Tim to protect his identity, but his name is Tim. He messages me on the regular. He's from the old head camp. He does a good job of trying to remind me, Bob, you got to do this classic and that classic. And this, this year looking back, I feel like that's the one thing I have not done well is kept up on the classics as I journey through hip hop. I enjoy listening to the new. I've enjoyed a lot listening to some underground, but yeah, I kind of neglected the classics, unfortunately, this year. Tim has made the claim, very bold, no skips on this album, on Deltron 3030. No skips. Okay. There are skits. Now, if it's 14 skits, I think that automatically makes it a classic. I learned that before. 14 skits, classic. There's a lot of skits on this, which is kind of cool. And actually, I want to go back over here. I was pulling up the thing. You guys know. I'm going to cover up my face a bit. We've got this description of the debut. And I just got to glance over this real quick to understand the concept. I normally don't do this, but I know this is a concept album, so I want to understand what I'm getting into just to enjoy it a little better. So it's a science fiction concept album from the perspectives of a mech soldier Deltron Zero in the year 3030. Isolated in intergalactic dystopia, he challenges the New World Order oligarchy by competing in Galactic Rhyme Federation Championship. He wins, he goes to Earth, intercepted by his rival, his memories erased, and all this other stuff. Heavily inspired, or significantly inspired by 1984, which is a book I have read. It's been a while. I'm more of a fan of, God damn it, Aldous Huxley's Brave New World. I think that one is a little bit more, what's the word? The cats are making a bunch of sound in the background. It's distracting. The cats are going nuts right now. Well, the other one is... Can you even see Voodoo? No, you can't. There's Voodoo. He's watching for where Hippo is. Because Hippo is right over there, around the old corner, going bonkers, attacking a crumpled up piece of paper. Saving my life from the paper, the crumpled up piece of paper. What a good kitty to save my life. All right, let's make sure we're set up again. I'm looking good. I get a little neurotic, making sure the screen's just right. And then, yeah, I guess that's it. What is going on? Is my screen wrong? No, this is right. This is right. High quality content, as always. Okay, well, let's get into it. Yeah, Deltron 3030. Came out in the year 2000, October of 2000. So almost... Actually, yes, officially 25 years old this album is. Wow, that's kind of cool. Unless you remember when it came out, then you're going, no, that's impossible. Yeah, no, this is a 25-year-old album, y'all. Okay, let's drop in. Deltron 3030. So it looks like Deltron 3030 is a collection of people. We got Dan the Automator, Del the Funky Homo Sapien, can't get Spotify to show more. But let's jump into the first skit, which is State of the Nation, which drops into 3030, which is a longer song at 7.5 minutes. So we'll kind of bind those two together. Let's get rolling. First time here in Deltron 3030, producers Dan the Automator, State of the Nation, track 1. Here we go.
It's the year 3030. And here at the corporate institutional bank of time,
Institutional Bank of Time,
we find ourselves reflecting, finding out that in fact, we came back.
Oh, just a little hint of sound.
We were
right
always
there.
coming back.
All right, here's track 2, 3030. Huh. I'm kind of excited to hear this, honestly. Haha. Who's producing this one? Dan the Automator? Okay. Ah, cool. Cool start. Boom, ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yo, it's 3030. I want y'all to meet Deltron Zero Hero. Not no small feat. It's all heat in this day and age. I'll rage your grave. Anything it takes to save the day. Neuromancer. Perfect blend of technology and magic. Use my rapping so you all can see the hazards. Plus entertainment where many are brainless. We cultivated a lost art of study and I brought a buddy. Automator, harder slayer, fascinating combinations.
Whoa.
Warlords are activating abominations. Harmonation with hatred, we ain't with that. Now we just boarded on our futuristic spacecraft. No mistakes, black. It's our music we must take back.
It's our music we must take back. Wow. Wow. Pretty fucking epic right here. Fucking cool. I'm going to pause. I just want to say that I'm thinking about metaphor already. You know, we've got this story that's being told, but often our stories are metaphors for other things. And so, you know, we've got this little bit here, a couple of lines that were sticking out to me. You know, composing musical stimpacks that impacts the soul, living in a post-apocalyptic world, morbid and horrid. No mistakes, black. It's our music we must take back. And so I'm just thinking about the story that's being told, but also the metaphor that's woven into it. About hip-hop, music, that kind of a thing. But pretty epic beginning so far, honestly. I'm loving the little like guitar hints in there. A little bit of record scratch.
On the run with a handgun, blast bioforms. I am
Blast
more than a planet-wide manhunt with cannons will make me abandon my foolish plan of uprising. Fuck dying, I hijack a mech, control it with my magical chance. So battle advance through centuries of hip-hop legacy. Mega speed, hyper force the automators, cribbing like the torch. They can't fight the force. Victory is ours once we strike the source. Enterprising wise men looked at the horizon, thinking more capitalism is the wisdom in prison. All citizens in power with rhythm. We keep the funk alive by talking with idioms.
This is cool. It's very cool. I love the musical structure for the chorus. I just keep hearing the bass line.
Telepathic mind that takes its greatness from the matrix. Esperon professor rushes a cult of pressures with correction measures. While half the world's a desert, cannibals eat human brains for dessert. Buried in a deep dirt, mobility inert. I insert these codes for the cataclysm. Ever since I had the vision, use my magnetism in this modern metropolis that tries to lock us up under preposterous laws that's not for us.
Wow, man. Oh, cool. We're actually, bro, we're almost over. What a fucking epic opening. I like it. I like it. This one gets a heart for sure. It's almost a fucking rock jam. Almost. Almost. I like that it's winding down to kind of playing itself out. I love a good bass line. Oh my god. Love a good, structurally sound, interesting, supporting bass line. That was great. That was great. So again, the metaphor inside the story. Although honestly, they're making it pretty obvious right here. Verse 3. Let's hit up verse 3. There's a lot being said. I'm not going to go through every line here. Although I guess really there's not that much lyrics. I guess we can go through all of the lines. Every single word. It's an eternal evil concerned with thievery. Medieval prehistoric rhetoric, well, we ahead of that, laid down with sound waves that pound pavement. Original minstrels, my central processing unit, is in tune with my heart for this art. Not artificial, because that makes it hard to miss you. Copycats finish last in the human race, staying glued to safes too prude to take a Buddha break. What's the Buddha break about? Oh, too focused on his mission to take time to smoke weed. Okay. Okay. We got espers that let us bless with fresh shit undetected by yes men questing for 5 fleeting nanoseconds of fame. You know, I'm thinking about when this came out, 2000. And I don't have the history of hip hop like nailed down, you know, I'm not like a fucking expert, but I think around this time is when this bling era is starting to come in, you know, Tupac's dead, Biggie's dead. There's nobody to tell Diddy his fucking ideas are idiotic. And of course, he's selling it out as much as he can. The fucking, well, I don't know if it's not bling era. I think more shiny suit era, right? Basically, like, hyper commercialized, I think, is about what's happening in this time frame, year 2000, with hip hop. And so if you're a fucking hip hop fan, and you know, I feel like this is something that MF Doom went through as well. Of, I gotta take this shit back. Like, what is going on with this art form, this thing that I love? I gotta take this back. And so this whole MF Doom persona and all that shit. Protecting the brain from conspiracies against my cosmos while I float to Neo-Tokyo with Opio or discuss combustible rust clusters with Plus. Evade cyber police and a computer could confuse the kids. But I can make a kick and rhyme that's sacred. Telepathic mind that takes his greatness from the Matrix. Esper Rhyme Professor rushes on colder pressures with correction measures while half the world's a desert. Cannibals eat human brains for dessert, buried under deep dirt. Mobility inert. Oh, I think the cat's trying to break into the bedroom. So Hippo, our gray cat, he can open the door. So we have like the handle doors, not like the doorknobs, but like, you know, the handles. He's big enough and he can just reach up and pull down the handle and open the door. So like if you're in the bathroom, you have to lock the door because the cat will come in. And my son is often like reminded of this because he'll go to the bathroom and then here comes the cat. Anyway. There was some shit in verse 2 that he said too. Enterprising wise men look to the horizon thinking more capitalism is the wisdom. So I think that's kind of a hint at what's going on with hip hop. But see, here's the thing too. I'm focused a lot on the metaphor. It looks like the annotations are focused more on the story. But it could be both. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Cool fucking start. Cool start. Let's go into, there's another skit. And then it goes into track 4, which is called Things You Can Do. I'm assuming maybe this is all going to be produced by Dan the Automator. So let's hear the next skit, the fantabulous rap extravaganza. And then we'll go into things that you can do. Things you can do. So here's track 3, another skit.
Be there for the rap battle. It's going to be interspectacular. Fantabulous. It'll blow your socks off. It's one of those things where machine versus man, man versus woman, woman versus your mother.
Woman versus your mother.
Rap battle. It's instupituous.
Here's track 4, things you can do.
Things you can do, some can't be done. Things you can do, some can't be done. Things you can do.
Like the drums coming in.
Things you can do, some can't be done. Things you can do, some can't be done. Things you can do, some can't be done. Things you can do, some can't be done.
30-30, way past the millennium. Check it out. Yo, Deltron, Thunder Force, ain't no other source of sunlight.
Oh, cool.
2-ton
Cool.
light, leave you tongue-tied, running them up with technology with no apology. Shouting out to my colony with third art physiology. Millennium past apocalypse is all I see.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Swallow
Yeah,
it
yeah,
in
yeah.
weak style. I'll abolish it with nuclear rockets. They glue to your optics with sci-fi. Unsettling, man in metal blends. Underground, chilling with the mole man.
Yeah.
And his whole fam. Inhibit bacteria growth. Material growth. Impenetrable. Incontestable. Indigestible intelligence.
Was
Never
this
let a
guy
computer
on?
tell me
Who the
shit.
fuck is
It's
this?
rapid.
This Deltron 3030 dude. He sounds familiar. Was this guy on fucking that one group? God damn it, Gorillas. Is this guy with the Gorillas? Who the fuck is this? Del Funky Jose. I don't know who that is. It sounds like I'm hearing Gorillas. I'm hearing what is it? Dirty Harry or whatever the fuck it is. His style, his vocals. That's him, isn't it? Isn't it? Don't lie to me. Camera, people behind the camera. I see you. Don't lie to me. I think that's him. I didn't pick it up on the first track, but I'm hearing it right now.
My flow is like liquid oxygen. Rip it off it with specific impulse. Increasing thrust.
Cool.
Grease the cuts. Unleash a
Well, that is fucking cool.
I talk to touch and rupture commercial communications. Convert solar energy into imagery. In the mind's eye, blindside the contagious with radioactive isotopes to decay them. Atomic mass, they small as fragments. I magnetize the avid lies. My radiation shield reflects, rejects Decepticons who take the truth and stretch it long. While I bless the song.
This is a great
Next
track.
level
I like this more than the other. Well,
flexibility of my engine is never failing.
the other one's great too. This is badass though.
Interact with tunes in my digital citadel, critical, pivotal, with the mental shit on you. Spit infinity, hidden energies through dope for all planets. Stars spanning, slamming hymns with mechanical limbs, scanning your limbs with cosmic rays. Your organ play, your brain's inferior. I hit the lateral and posterior. My science is eerie.
So I'm gonna back it up just a little bit because I like that transition into the different beat structure. But one thing I'm really enjoying about this track is how it's a different take on, talking your rap shit, And that's a very common theme in hip hop, especially like 90s hip hop and stuff like that, of being the superior, wordsmith or whatever the fuck, however you want to call it. But sometimes I just get a little worn out from it because when everybody's saying I'm the best, then nobody's the best, right? It kind of turns into a trope a little bit. And so this is cool because it's the same concept, only woven through this filter of a story. And I like that. This makes it a little different. He's using different types of words, different settings, different, imagery, all this kind of shit to essentially say, fuck you, I'm a better rapper. Which is great. That's great. It's just a little bit of a unique take on it. Makes it a little bit refreshing, original, what have you.
All get played, your brain's inferior. I hit the lateral and posterior. My science is eerie.
That shit's great. I love that little switch over. Micro Machines. I forgot about Micro Machines.
Worry about a salary, creative casualty. Inhabiting planets with grandiose bows that coast like Silver Surfer. Build a purpose, high velocity, verbal atrocities.
This is great.
Fire resistance, better higher assistance. My pistons glisten, ultra high performance. Inside your private quarters where I fry your components.
Yeah, dude. This is fucking great. Fuck yeah. It's like a fucking record solo, a record scratch solo. Fucking cool. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. This is cool. This is very cool. Very cool. Let's go through some lyrics. What's neat too is he is cramming a bunch of fucking words in here, man. Deltron Thunder Force ain't no other source of sunlight. 2-ton mic leave you tongue-tied. Running amok with technology with no apology. Shout it out to my colony with third eye physiology. This is badass. Millennium past apocalypse is all I spit. Make you swallow it, your weak style, I'll abolish it. With nuclear rockets, stay glued to your optics with sci-fi. Unsettling man in metal bands, underground chilling with the mole man and his whole fam. Inhibit bacteria growth, material growth, impenetrable, incontestable, indigestible intelligence. Never let a computer tell me shit. It's rapid innovation, penetrating artificial life forms. Who bites songs? I'm a BioVex lies next. Then I flip the biotechs. Oh, that makes me think of a Sepultura song. Biotech is Godzilla. I love metal songs that like reference Godzilla because it's so like silly but perfect, but overdone, but perfect. But silly. Anyway. Right into the wireless. Your third eye is hit with psoriasis. What was psoriasis? Oh, that's like when your skin's like flaking off, huh? The mightiest Deltron Zero. Traverse and purge the travesties that tempts your ear holes. The area of distribution lifts the clueless. My flow is like liquid oxygen. Rip it off and with specific impulse increase the thrust. Grease the cuts, unleash a cluster of thoughts. I muster, I talk to touch ya, and rupture commercial communications. So this is very much a fuck all this commercialized market garbage fucking hyper-capitalism bullshit hip-hop. Garbage. That's what he's saying. He just says it with more fancier words than I do. I like it a lot. I love this like aesthetic that's being used in the descriptions. This futuristic space sci-fi setting. Convert solar energy into imagery in the mind's eye, blindside the contagious with radioactive isotopes to decay them. Atomic mass, they small as fragments. I magnetize the avid lies. My radiation shield rejects Decepticons who take the truth and stretch it long while I bless the song. Never left incredible metal melding flexibility of my engine is never failing. What's neat too about all this shit, man, he's not rapping with the fastest flow, which is good because some of this shit is like a tongue twister. But it's just got a good steady pace. And I like that if he went faster, it wouldn't work. I think it'd be hard if he was going fast. It'd be hard to say all this shit fast. But also your brain would just be like so busy like referencing your own mental dictionary, thesaurus or whatever, and like, what did he say? Hold up, wait, what? And it would just like blow through too fast, you know? So I like that he goes a little bit slower. You get some time to hear what he's actually saying. He makes it very clear vocally. Good shit, man. Spit infinity, hidden energies, too dope for our planet, star-spanning, slamming hymns with mechanical limbs, scanning your lens with cosmic rays. Y'all get played. Your brain's inferior. I hit the lateral and posterior. My science is eerier. Ionic bonding for your moronic pondering. Love it. He talked about micro machines. I used to have micro machines as a kid. I used to love micro machines. I had the little aircraft carrier and the jets, and I would do that shit all the time with my micro machines. I forgot about micro machines. Those are the days. Micro machines. They coast like silver surfer, feel the purpose, high velocity, verbal atrocities, fire resistant, better higher assistance. My pistons glisten, ultra high performance inside your private quarters where I fry your components. Badass, dude. This is badass. All right, let's keep going. Track 5 is called Positive Contact. Dan, the automator, is producing. Drop it in track 5. And then we'll stop. Looks like there's a skit after this. Lots of little skits, which is kind of cool. Makes me think about Rush, the album 2112 by Rush. Not that there's a lot of skits, but that's like a 20-minute track. But there's all kinds of little tracks inside it. It's its own like different chapters and little things happening in that song. Pretty cool. Anyway, here's track 5, Positive Contact. Oh, yeah. Like, the song gets a heart just from that. Just from that. Yeah, we're putting a check mark right now.
Transmutation, brand new statements. I have you gaping open. Check it out, y'all. Now let's see. Deltron Z, Art Avenger. Let's start the adventure. Picture with nerve gas, absurd blast, crash a spacecraft. I'm bio-enhanced. Pyro advanced series.
This is bad, dude.
Headed, tooth and nail, scoop the trail. Super sleuth, a new race. Mad creator, savage nature. World Wide Web, the ebb and flow. Light years from watchful eyes when my thoughts provide objective. The art styles, the pompous prophecies. Underground.
I like how his little flow right there was fucking great.
Surfing, castor oil burping. The darkest side of humanity animated. Positive contact. Even if the record skips, I still rest. Now
I'm backing up just a little bit. I just want to pause. I just want to say, I started reading the quick summary of the album, and here's the concept and story. And it's like, okay, cool, I'll follow the story. I already don't give a fuck about the story. The songs are just too cool. Like the music, and really the words too. Just like the words that he's using, the setting, all that kind of shit. Like, it's just so different. And it's in its own spot, and it's so just enjoyable and fun to listen to and fun to take in and fresh and unique that my brain's like, who cares about the fucking story? These are just cool ass songs, and I like how he's rapping and the words he's using. Like, and I think that's great because when you have this concept of we got to take our music back, and what does that really mean? Let's get away from commercialize whatever, right? Like what's gonna hit and what's gonna sell. Just make some cool fucking songs again. Let's get back to the heart of what it's all about. Cool rhymes, cool beats. That's it. And here we are. That's exactly what we're hearing right now. It's fucking fantastic.
20% matter, 30% is energy. Assembling to become a living being. Evaporative radiation phase is station. I get high as aviation. Positive contact.
Yeah, dude, this is just neat to listen to. This has reminded me, I was listening to some Dust Brothers the other day. For whatever, there's kind of like a sound in here that's making me think of Dust Brothers. Anyway.
While I track your speed, I'm what you call a legend. Dominance with Armageddon gives me a warm reception. Verbal war with weapons installation. Blow the stardust distance 12 parsecs. Illusion phalanx with my literary talents. Just a bit of balance. Rip the silence of space. All Star systems are our victims. Atomic synonymous with ominous implications of information and entertainment. I hold a comet in bondage with my dominance. Take a space shuttle to escape trouble. Bounce through the Milky Way. Not many MCs feel this way.
Huh. Cool. Cool.
Positive contact.
Yeah.
Positive contact.
And I'm really enjoying that the ends of these songs are playing out. I always kind of enjoy when it's like, especially in hip hop, because I feel like hip hop doesn't do it as much. They usually just kind of close out and then it's done. I love when we just get to play a little bit longer. Yeah, dude, this is cool. I was just earlier, I was looking at the track listing and the play times. So like we got a skit coming up, and there's a couple songs, a skit, a song, a skit, a song, a skit, a song. I like this, like, so really, it's 24 tracks. And I was told too, I actually forgot to mention this, I guess the last couple songs are just like remixes and stuff. So I might not listen to the remixes. We'll see how I'm feeling when we get to the end. But I like this little structure of fucking, here's a song, here's a little skit, here's a song, here's a skit. Fucking cool, man. I love where we are lyrically. Just totally in a different space. Just in a different space. Literally in space, I suppose. And so it's fun to just hear different language, different words. It's just something different. Something different. I rise like helium, you're falling rapidly, trapped in apathy while I track your speed. I'm what you call a legend. Dominance with Armageddon gives me a warm reception. Verbal war with weapons, installation, blown the stardust, distance 12 parsecs. Enthuse your phalanx with my literary talents. Just a bit of balance, rip the silence. In space, all-star systems are our victims. Atonics, synonymous with ominous implications of information or information and entertainment. Cybertech dialect, you gotta earn my respect. Who is Gamera? Fictional monster from movies in Japan. Giant monster, Godzilla. Intended to compete with the Godzilla. Okay, so different movie monster. It's such a cool, I love just the idea of, let's make a movie about a giant monster destroying the city. All right, that's it. It's just about a monster smashing things, big old monster. And he was sent in the military, and the monster's just smashing the tanks and punching airplanes, and that's just fun. That's fun. Now let's see, Deltron Z, Art Avenger. Art Avenger. Let's start the adventure. Hit you with nerve gas, absurd blast, crashing spacecraft. I'm bio-enhanced. Hyro Advanced Series, monstrous evolution. Headed tooth and nail, scoop the trail, super sleuth, a new race, mad creator, savage nature, World Wide Web, the ebb and flow, light years from watchful eyes while my thoughts provide objectives to ostracize the pompous prophecies. And this kind of stands out a bit. Like, my thoughts provide objectives to ostracize the pompous prophecies. And so I wonder, it makes me wonder what people were saying about hip hop at that time, where it's going, And so the idea being, we got to come up with something else. We have to give somebody a different idea. We can do different things. We don't have to, like all these videos and all these artists, everything that they're rapping about and what they're selling and all this kind of shit, right? Like we can make different art. We can use this form, hip hop, to create anything we want. And I wonder if that's really like this, like right here might just be the fucking basis of the entire album. Let's make something different. Let's show the world you can make something different and it can still be just as cool. Cooler, in my opinion, honestly. I really like the line, asteroid surfing, castor oil burping. Like just picturing a mechanical soldier in space Surfing an asteroid while burping after drinking castor oil. That's an image right there. That's a good like AI art prompt, just to see what it would spit out. You know, it'd be funny if it would spit out something like a Deltron cover. What was the NTRs to empty Mars? What is NTRs? Maybe referring to NASA's Technical Reports Server. Okay, sure. If you say so. Let's move on. I think we have a skit next. We do. It's called St. Catherine Street. This is a 40-something second skit, which goes into 7, which is called Virus. So we'll play the skit. We'll go into the song. Here is track 6, St. Catherine Street.
Help a brother out, man. I got watches over here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was in Nam, you know what I'm saying? Pearl Harbor.
I was in non-Pearl Harbor.
Yo, you into prosthetics?
So this is like some salesman, huh?
I got a wheelchair. Check out my ribs, yo. I'm iced out crazy, son. Yo, check it out, yo.
As I take a drink and not finish my sentence. I'm gonna pause right there so I can transition to the next one. What do we got here in this little skit? A guy's trying to sell you something, okay? He's trying to sell you something. I got watches, you know what I'm saying? I was in Nam, Pearl Harbor, World War II, 3, 4. You into prosthetics, I got a leg, I got a wheelchair, check out my rims, I'm iced out. And there's all these other voices too. And I'm sure this is just kind of like part of the story, but also I wonder if there's kind of a metaphor of this is what it feels like dealing with all these people trying to sell you on a record deal, or you know, I can get you this, I can get you that, but all they do is just sound like they're just peddling shit. Basically, they're just peddling shit. They're lying to you. They're trying to tell you anything that you want to hear, just so they can get your money. Just so they can get your money. Anyway, let's keep going.
Global controls will have to be imposed, and a world governing body will be created to enforce them. Crises precipitate change.
Dan the Automator has done an excellent job.
Secretly plotting your demise. I want to devise a virus to bring dire straits to your environment. Crush your corporations with a mild touch. Trash your whole computer system and revert you to papyrus. I want to make a super virus strong enough to cause blackouts in every single metropolis. Cause they don't want to unify us, so fuck it. Total anarchy and can nobody stop us. You see, late in the evening,
cool.
fucked up on my computer and my mind starts roaming. I create like a heathen. The first cycles of this virus I could send through a modem. Infiltration hit your station. No Microsoft or enhanced DOS will impede. Society thinks they're safe when bingo hard drive crashes from the rending. I want to devise a virus to bring dire straits to
I
your
guess so too, man.
environments. Crush your corporations with a mild touch. Trash your whole computer system and revert you to papyrus.
I love the whole trash your whole computer system and revert you to papyrus. That is great. That is great.
Trash your whole computer system and revert you to papyrus.
Have already planned. The plan is programmed into every one of my 1,000 robots.
So these little samples. This is something that Doom did really well in. Oh my God! Did you see my brain just break? Food, man. He's using all these samples, and he's telling a story with the samples, man. And again, I'm leaning way over into the metaphor lane right now. Global controls will have to be imposed. A world governing body will be created to enforce them. You know, crises precipitates change, secretly plotting your demise. And what does that mean? Like in the story, you know, whatever. But if you're thinking about a structure of a music industry where more and more record companies are merging, it's larger umbrellas covering more companies, that's all working for, you know, larger and larger individual groups with basically an overseeing body that make all the decisions on if you get paid or not and if your fucking album releases or not. You know, we have already planned. The plan is programmed into every one of my 1,000 robots. We just got turning our artists into robots. We're going to make them put out what we want them to put out. We're not going to hesitate to destroy, here it says Homo sapien, but the individual, the artist, in a sense. And of course, this is all maybe, but to me, it feels pretty fucking obvious. Like if you're somebody who's watching hip hop go down a path that you don't agree with, especially, year 2000, if you grew up with it, 2000, like if you grew up with hip hop, that would be in the 80s. The 80s hip hop into 2000, like what a complete fucking change, right? Complete change. Especially as you see the record labels come in and start to essentially take over everything. And put, you gotta make this kind of music. You can't make that kind of music. Anyway, you guys know what I'm saying. I don't need to fucking rant about that. You understand. But I just wanted to point out that these samples really are kind of leaning into that part of the story here. Let me back up just a wee half of a smidge of a bit. And here he's whispering. He's going to make some shit in his basement, Doesn't want to get caught.
I wanna develop a super virus, better by far than an old Y2K.
Yeah, Y2K was nothing.
Time of global unification, break right through they terminals, burn them all, slaves to silicon, corrupt politicians with leaders and their keywords. FBI and spies stealing bombs, dissipate their plans in their face and catch the fever. Everybody loot the stores, get your canned goods, even space stations are having a hard time. Peacekeepers seek to take our manhood, which results in the form of global apartheid.
Yeah, I like this one too, man.
I want to devise a virus to bring dire straits to your environment. Crush your corporations with a mild touch. Trash the whole computer system and revert it to
trash your whole computer system. I kind of like too this just like this slightly sinister vibe to the production. It's kind of got a bit of a darker tone to it, just a hint of darker tone to it. And it helps this theme of the song of this virus. I just want to fucking kill them all off. Kill off this. And really too, it's funny because he's talking about a virus or creating a virus to destroy crush your corporations with a mild touch, like using a virus that would essentially like seep in, right, and infect everything and kill it off. But he's probably feels like what's happening is a virus. Just watching this capitalization, marketization, commercialization of hip hop just spread through and infect it, I'm assuming. I mean, these are all just my assumptions. Who fucking knows? It's very, very possible and probably likely that he's just telling a story. And here I am. I have to turn it into my hate the music companies, the music record labels, the fucking music industry. Just any chance I get to shit on them. Oh, fuck, man. This is good shit. I want to develop a super virus, better by far than that old Y2K. This is 3030, the time of global unification. Break right through the terminals, burn them all, slaves to silicon. Corrupt politicians with leaders and their key words, FBI and spies stealing bombs. Dissipate their plans in their face and catch the fever. Everybody loot the stores, get your canned goods. Even space stations are having a hard time. Peacekeepers seek to take our manhood, which results in the form of global apartheid. Ghettos are trash dumps with gas pumps, exploding and burn out since before the Great Union. The last punks walk around like masked monks, ready to manipulate the database or break through them. Human rights come in 100th place. Mass production has always been number one. New Earth has become a repugnant place, so it's time to spread the fear to thundersome. 25 years later, hard to argue against it. We have a fucking government that's basically just telling people no food. Well, not no food, but, you know, the SNAP benefits are getting snatched up right now as of tomorrow with this shutdown bullshit. It's really been kind of fascinating. I feel like right now this whole shutdown thing is just, I was thinking about it the other night. It feels like a propaganda war. You've got one side really, really saying, oh, no, it's all their fault. And the other side's really, really saying, no, it's their fault. They won't get. Got these two factions just pumping as much propaganda as they can about the other side, and it's their fault. Meanwhile, neither are willing to fuck. Well, I don't know. There's been some cracks in the votes apparently lately. Like, there are a couple politicians. It seems like they're actually trying to, like, you know, let's get some of these people paid since they're still working. Don't let SNAP benefits run out so people can keep feeding their kids, you know. But I don't know. And that's really the truth. I don't know what to fucking believe anymore. So let's not dwell on it. We'll skip a political rant today. Okay. Let's do that. We'll skip one. There's plenty more to come, I'm sure. We'll skip one today. Okay, let's go to, this is track 8. Upgrade. A Baymore College. Okay. Okay. The producer is Dan the Automator. And this is an actual song, not a skit. Okay. All right. So this track 8 dropping into Upgrade.
Here at Baymore College, we can get you prepared for the 31st century with advanced programming in quad rendering and Java++ scripting language. We offer advanced job placement assistance. So upgrade your gray matter, cause one day it may matter. Upgrade your gray matter, cause one day it may matter.
Upgrade your gray matter, cause one day it may matter.
Cause one day it may matter.
Yeah.
Upgrade your gray matter, cause one day it may matter.
Coming from the outer regions of the universe, Deltron 0 and Automator. Check it. Upgrade your gray matter, cause one day it may matter. Hey, time for you to upgrade.
Good dropping.
Time to load all my rhymes to sold and find your own. Salivate over what I collaborate with high-tech wizardry and breathe new life into the industry.
Yeah.
Save to the hard drive for the archives. 3030 with a global apartheid. Sensitivity ain't the energy. Brain chemically contorted with no coordinates to your ordinance. Upgrade your gray matter, cause one day it may matter.
We're going to pause right there. What is this? Educate the heads of 8 lonely beggars. I hate this annotation. This is the annotation. Insane bar. He has the ability to wake up and educate the masses. There has to be some sort of context that makes him specifically say 8 lonely beggars. Like, I get so mad sometimes, and I tell myself, no, don't be mad. Like, there's annotations that I shit on that are 100% right, and people tell me later, Bob, you're fucking stupid. You didn't read it. They were right, and you don't, or you read it and you just ignored it. But this is where I get really upset with annotations, because I get so excited. Oh, sweet. Somebody put a note on this. Because he says 8 lonely beggars. Not the masses. Like, the fact that he specifies the number, he kind of puts a detail on them being beggars. There has to be something there. But no, it just means educate the masses. No, it doesn't. It means more. And I get so mad because I know it and I can't prove it. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, let's continue. Another great song that I've interrupted with my nonsense.
My programming language is the strangest to come to grips with mechanized mischief. Kicks it off with circular projectiles, X-Files.
X-Files, I haven't heard that in a while.
The corporates. Upgrade your gray matter, 'cause one
I love how
day
this
it
is
may
just shot in,
matter.
like as a line,
Reduce
and then
the
another
game when I
verse.
boost my brain, what you used to saying, I loosen the frame with ambidextrous with ambience. Watch the cannons twist while I lock out my hardware. Word warfare, logistically locate and process with psychotropics to optimize my profits. Envelop you with development kits to help me to embellish the elements, dynamic into intelligence. Upgrade your gray matter. 'Cause one
That
day
section
it
right-
may matter.
That section right there was such a great example of. I'm starting to notice, even though I've been hearing it the whole time, I didn't realize it. I'm starting to notice that some of the words that he uses, embellish the elements, dynamic and too intelligent, like envelop you with development kits that help me to embellish the elements, dynamic and too intelligent. Like, I'm not doing the right flow there, but he's using, like, not only is he using just like different language and kind of, cool words, fancy words, what have you, but it also feels like he's using words that fit into his flow. And I don't know if I've ever noticed that idea before. I don't know if I've ever noticed, well, no. I feel like Jid does that a bit. I really like Jid. He's a fucking great rapper. He's a great rapper. But like when I think of Tupac, I feel like Tupac wrote and then he just fucking powered on it with vocals. And I mean, obviously I don't know how he wrote songs or what he, what words he chose versus what words he scratched out. We don't know. But I feel like when I listen to Tupac, I feel like he's writing what he feels in that sense. Like the writing comes in and then his vocals come in on top of, like, fucking push it out with that just classic Tupac power. Same thing with probably Biggie too, But with this, I feel like, embellish the elements, dynamic and too intelligent. Like just the way he's keeping these syllables in here. And I know, I'm aware that there's like internal rhyming schemes and stuff like that. People will rhyme like word to word and all this other shit. I get that. But I just feel like this is more specific to flow. Not so much rhyming, but flow. Because he does have this kind of very specific style. And the words are really serving that style. So I feel like I'm noticing this for the first time, that he's writing to serve a flow. And I don't know if I've ever even considered that idea before. Because it takes me 4.5 years to figure something like that out.
As soon as I release the chip, you cease to rip. Synopsis, you wanna top this? Reach to it. Digital retouch, reconstruct a whole conglomerate with our armaments we use with tolerance, such as
See that shit?
bomb, cyborg with 3 arms. Translate the ancient language with a brain dish. Micro machines, polystream conducting electrons. Deltron strengthened with molecular bonds. Upgrade your gray
I like Gray Matter for upgrade. And for me, just as a listener, was how this shit has been going this year, life in general. For me, when I hear that, upgrade your gray matter, because one day it may matter. I feel like it's just kind of like, for me personally, just stay frosty, stay on your toes, stay ready, keep going. That has nothing. I feel like that doesn't even apply to the song at all. The song, I feel like, more leans into the idea of, elevate your mind, work on just being smarter, being sharper, maybe even just honing your craft type of thing. But for me right now, man, it's just like, just keep fucking going. Don't let these hooks and snags and claws and thorns and fucking trips and stumble. Just keep going. Just fucking keep going. Keep going. That's what it feels. That's how I feel right now. One day it may matter. Don't get fucking bogged down in the mire. It's been a tough year. Next week at work is going to be a fucking shit show. I'm not looking forward to next week. We are staring down the barrel of our own furlough right now. You guys are probably going to see a video from me pretty soon of, hey, I'm furloughed. And because of that, management, of course, is acting like all the shit that we were going to get done by the end of the year now has to be done next week. And it's just idiotic, in my opinion. Absolutely idiotic. But that's okay, because I'm not there right now. Right now, I'm here. I'm here. Right now. Right now. So let's be here. Right now. Let's go through some lines. Let's be here. Time for you to upgrade, fuck save, time to load all my rhymes to the soul and find your own. Salivate over what I collaborate with high-tech wizardry and breathe new life into the industry. Save to the hard drive for the archives. 3030 with a global apartheid. Sensitivity ain't the energy. Brain chemically contorted with no coordinates to your ordinance. Your recovery slow, my dual input plus my modem, the tools in foot, long songs, instrumental, digital projector professor. I'll school you on the art and how it's texture mapped. Get your act together. My style is mega. Educate the heads of 8 lonely beggars. A line that is not fucking specified. Still mad over it. Only shred of evidence is the virtual file stored within the cerebellum. Hit you Berkowitz style. Who's Berkowitz? Son of Sam. Oh. Homicidal style was to shoot you in the head. Oh. Okay. But Berkowitz was also well known for claiming he was commanded to murder his victims by a demon that possessed his neighborhood's dog. Huh. So, David Berkowitz has some stuff going on in his life, huh? Yeah, okay. All right. You know, one thing with being crazy, I always liked on the movie Seven towards the end of the film. If you haven't seen it, it's worth watch. It's pretty dark. It's a good movie, but it's dark. But at the end, there's a conversation between some characters, and one character is saying, you know, when you're crazy, like, are you just sitting there on your couch in your own? I don't remember exactly what he says, but essentially, like, are you know, sitting in your own feces, jerking yourself off, and thinking to yourself, wow. Do you realize you're crazy? Like, do you just go, wow, I'm batshit crazy right now, right? Because to me, like, I can't comprehend being crazy. I can only comprehend being old and cranky. But if I felt like my neighbor's dog was possessed by a demon and telling me to go kill people, I feel like that would raise a flag or two. Like, hey, this probably isn't real. I might be crazy. I don't think I would just be like, oh, well, I better go along with it. This seems like a reasonable course of action. And neighbor's dog possessed by that demon again, and tell him I better go kill some people. Otherwise, I'm in some real shit. Okay. You know, wouldn't you like, I don't know, question that and just be like, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm fucked up. Maybe it's not the dog. Maybe it's not the dog possessed by a demon, but maybe it's me. Maybe I drank some milk that was a couple of days past the due date. I fucking know. I don't know. Anyway, that was a fun little sidetrack right there. My production model is the stuff to boggle minds. You got a log on time of exactly 36 nanoseconds, ambidextrous with ambience. Watch the cannons twist while I lock out my hard drive. Word warfare, logistically locate and process with psychotropics to optimize my profits. Envelop you with development kits that help me to embellish the elements dynamic and too intelligent. It's neat shit, man. Neat shit. Let's keep going. What's next? Okay, we got a skit next, and then it goes into a song called Mastermind. So there's New Coke, which is the skit, and then Mastermind, which is the song. So we'll let the skit play into the track. Let's drop into 9, New Coke.
Look out the window. Look at all that bullshit going on down there in the street. What's all that shit floating out in the water? We gotta get out of here. We gotta go to some island. On a bowl of soup was a nickel. All that bass is gonna break my ears.
All that bass is gonna break my ears.
ask you a question, man. See if you know what's up. Think this. Who fuses the music with no illusions, producing the blueprint?
Cool.
Automator, defy the laws of nature. Electronic monolith, throw a jam upon the disc. The futuristic loop it with the quickness. Hyper producing, hydrogen fusion liquids. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Use that.
What? What? Interesting. Oh, cool. They're bringing some production in over it.
Psionically, bionically, forget how you feel, especially formulated. The rest of you fornicated. It takes more to make this. He juggles variables, unparalleled propulsion to carry the load. Neurosurgeon, the purest virgin, conducting currents, musical Merlin. He shine like Sterling. Watch Automator draw a laser of a higher intensity and instantly miss a beat, create a symphony. Who's that?
Watch Automator draw a laser of higher intensity and instantly miss a beat. Create a symphony.
Hey, I know now. Repeat. Automator's on the planet Earth and he's gonna stop the war of the world. Now, how would he do that? Pete. Deltron Zero is here as well to click together for real. That's pretty good, man. Yeah, he told y'all evildoers he is truly gifted in the matters of rhythm. Yeah, I'll give him that. Yeah, you gotta give him that. With his infinite wisdom, you know you gotta get with him. How's that? How'd I do? Good job. All is well with the cosmos.
All is well with the cosmos. I really like the production on this one, which it's perfect because the summary here is saying the former talented rapper and the great producer. The whole track is basically Dell giving props to Dan the Automator for his production. Who fuses the music with no illusion, producing the blueprints clueless. Automator, defy the laws of nature, electronic monolith, throw a jam upon the disc, the futuristic loop it with the quickness, hyper-producing hydrogen fusion liquids, keep your distance. First recourse, your brain patterns, collaborate with the time-consuming reprogramming, I apply the flow cannon, the combo's so slamming. Atomically reconstruct the whole canvas, his logic impress a hypnotic effect. A latent patent, you could call it a gift. Man, all in the mix. Nuclear physicist, genetically tailored every bit of the stimulus. That's fucking legit. What a great fucking verse to give props to your producer. That's fucking cool. Very cool. I was slightly distracted during that song because the kitty was trying to get into the pantry. So I had to yell at him. I had to mute the mic and yell at the kitty. Psionically I can't pronounce it. Bionically, forget how you feel. Especially formulated, the rest of you fornicated. It takes more to make this. He juggles variables. Unparalleled propulsion to carry the load. Neurosurgeon, the purest virgin conducting currents. Musical Merlin, he shines like Sterling. Watch Automator draw a laser of higher intensity and instantly miss a beat, create a symphony. Automator's on planet Earth. He's going to go stop the war of the worlds. Deltron Zero is here as well to click together for real. He told y'all evildoers he's truly gifted to the matters of rhythm. You got to give him dap with his infinite wisdom. You know you got to get with him. Good track. Good track. Good shit, man. Where are we? That was track 10. So we're kind of coming up on the halfway point. Tim, I'm going to check in with you here. I think we're close to a halfway point. There's some skits and shit, but so far, no skips. So far, no skips at about the halfway point. I'm not counting the remixes at the end, so that kind of makes it halfway. No skips. Okay, so far we're there. Let's go to 11. Let's see if this holds true. We got another skit, national movie review, and then this will go into track 12, which is called Madness. So we'll play the skit, national movie review, and then go into 12. So here we go. Here's 11.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you this special message.
Strange Brew.
It chronicles the heroic adventures of two latter-day Renaissance men.
I haven't seen Strange Brew in a long
Use the
time.
correct 20th
Good movie,
century
though.
Terminology. Hosers. We give it.
Take off, eh?
thumbs up.
Hoser. Okay, so there's a skit about Strange Brew. Okay.
Yo, in the year 3013, everybody wants to be an MC. In the year 3013, everybody wants to be a DJ. In the year 3013, everybody wants to be a producer. In the year 3030, everybody want to tell you the meaning of music. Yo, I must appeal to you people with your faculties, 'cause everybody else is gonna laugh at me. People try to get over and take a crack at me. The universe is one, I see what rap can be. Glorious, put in the Smithsonian on podiums for holy hymns. But you see who's controlling them. Fuck myself off, cause of the egotistical mode I'm in. No, I can't slap you no five when you and your cutty is talking shit about me outside.
Wow, dude. What is this from? Of Cities and Escapes by Polyphony. Huh. I love that sample.
Cause you looking shiesty, you might be
Fuck yeah,
intelligent.
dude.
Someone
Fuck yeah.
that delves against opposite of positive. When I drop the laws against a nature, be faithful. Why should I hate you? We ain't that different. We may act different in some ways, but we still group together like a fucking survey. Suffering and fuck 'em all the motto. I'm trapped in a bottle. My music's getting hollow.
Huh. Interesting. I love how that sample drops in like that. Dan did a great job there. This verse 2 is very good. If I had to describe the way I survive, it's like vice squeezing. The reason I'm black and still breathing. Heathens will breed heathens, so everybody's suspect. I must check your ID because you're looking shisty. You might be intelligent. So like intelligence in this case would be like a spy, you know. Someone that delves against, opposite of positive. When I drop the law against nature, be faithful. Why should I hate you? Ain't that different? We may act different in some ways, but we're still grouped together like a fucking survey. Suffering and fuck 'em all is the motto. I'm trapped in a bottle. My music's getting hollow. See, I feel like this is a direct... Let's read this annotation. So the annotation said, everyone in the universe has to suffer, but rather than unite against depression, people use their suffering as an excuse to justify their own wrongdoings. This mentality creates a cycle of oppression that Dell feels trapped by, since nobody seems to break it. And I really wonder if that's something that he's talking about with hip-hop. Because, what was it, De La Soul, oh my god, the other group, too. I could fucking, oh my god. Shit. They did Midnight Marauders, Tribe Called Quest. You know, they're all about, like, their music was about uplifting and positivity and that kind of shit, you know, conscious rap. But if the music shifts all to this mode of how much people are suffering and fuck them all, which is a theme that's pretty common, yeah, I'm trapped in a bottle. And that's what happens when humanity you follow, where every leak or info is hard to swallow. Sell you Marlboros and car insurance, put people on the moon and can't pay for your burdens. Smoke herb and rock a turban. Meditate on the world and what's occurring. A lot of white boys like the style and copy. Let's click this one and see what the annotation is. Potentially referring to 2000 trip hop wave that emerged after Dale's collaboration with Damon Albarn. This has a -3 rating. With his own contribution to Clint Eastwood. Oh, Clint Eastwood, Dirty. Right, I said Dirty Harry. Clint Eastwood is what I meant. Arguably sending the genre into overdrive and causing an influx of gentrification. Yeah, okay. Who knows? It's not about the separation, it's about the population. Let's keep going. I like this one. I like Madness a lot. I love this sample for the chorus, man.
I get to make records and dough, paid out the asshole, and still seen as another face on the totem pole. Conquer, my sponsors are monsters, and everybody thinks that I'm on one. I'm glad I love music and life, cause it's easy to see the pain and strife and end it all tonight.
Interesting, man. Interesting song. I love the beat. I love the vibe. I love what he's saying. I love the frustration. Honestly, the frustration that's coming through on this one. Simple-minded people always point the finger to bring it to a close as if their life is their role, their path, when all paths are intersections. It depends on the person's perception. When I'm mad as fuck, you get shot, and to some it's bad luck. I believe you held something back for too long, it grew strong, and energy got its own will, and people think they make music still. When music is there without you or me, we just manipulate, for better or worse, so let it situate. I get to make records and dough, paid out the asshole, and still seen as another face on the totem pole. Conquer, my sponsors are monsters, and everybody thinks that I'm on one. I'm glad I love music and life, because it's easy to see the pain and strife and end it all tonight. I'm caught in the grip of the city. Madness. Or I'm trapped in a bottle. This is a really interesting song, man. I didn't even go over verse 1 yet. That verse 1's incredible too. I must appeal to you people with your faculties because everybody else is going to laugh at me. People try to get over and take a crack at me. The universe is one, and I can see what rap can be glorious. Put in the Smithsonian my podiums for holy hymns, but you see who's controlling them. Fuck myself off because the egotistical mode I'm in. No, I can't slap you no 5 when you and your cuddy is talking shit about me outside. People take pride in what they have no hand in. Sort of like a phantom holographic handsome. But deep inside he want to do what his man done just because his peers jeer and clown. When you're 6 feet deep, no one hears you now. They say we are not compatible like deers and cows and owls. So many rules and regulations say you're not allowed. I'm caught in the grip of the city. Madness. This song's amazing. Everybody wants to be an MC, a DJ, a producer. Everybody want to tell you the meaning of music. This song is amazing. This is incredible. This guy, oh man, I feel like this is kind of like the core. Like when you love music and you just want to make music and you treat it more than just, a form of art or expression. If you treat it as something even beyond that, but then you see what other people do with it and what you have to do and what you're not allowed to do, and people getting jealous, people copying. That's a fucking really cool song. Madness. All right, let's keep going. We got another skit. I was going to say clip, but that's not right. It's called Meet Cleophas Randolph, the Patriarch. And then that goes on to 14, which is called Time Keeps on Slipping into the future. So let's hear the skit, and then we'll go to track 14, which is Time Keeps on Slipping. So here's the skit. Meet Cleophas Randolph, the Patriarch.
What's happening? I keep my dreadlocks in a napkin ring, rap and sing. Unlike the homogeneous clones, I'm into earth tones, bristles, and erogenous zones. Click chips.
Okay. You win. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Here's 14.
Yeah. That's the funky, funky shit. Hey, bust it. Yo, Deltron, tremendous force that ends your course. Every whim is enforced. I send men with torches to rend your fortress. And in the process, radiate your optics. Subconsciously haunt MCs. Superhuman technician.
Subconsciously haunt MCs.
Too mental with intuition. Typographical aptitude. Let my lasers clap at you. Map the route. Psychologically crapping out. Mental armory. Levitate lakes for my monarchy. No malarkey. My flows
no malarkey.
Psionically sparking. Brain cells till they sparkling.
Huh. Different sound on this one. It's almost melancholy.
Every time I use a verse to fulfill my destiny, MCs rest in peace. Side barriers provide care within from impurities. Every word will seize your attention like third degree. I subjugate you other fake performance while the bass hug your face. No sentient being attempts fleeing. MC siphon my likeness, bites in my insights like 5 enchiladas. Murk your mediocre sheets of sofa with my stellar energy.
He's changed his flow a lot on this one.
It's possible. NASA scientists can't define this mechanical mindset. Diamond alignment.
This part's kind of melancholy. On the top here on the summary, actually I'll click here. It says time keeps on slipping. Can best be considered a proto Gorillaz collaboration as Blur vocalist Damon Albarn delivers a guest chorus verse and plays melodica throughout the track. Also has a similar sound to the band's first 2 big hits. Yeah, Clint Eastwood. Yeah. That, like, I don't know what the fuck that is. Harmonica, I guess. There's a couple notes from that harmonica that sound like something off of Clint Eastwood. Dan the Automator would later handle production duties on the first Gorillaz album, giving the original sound of Gorillaz a blend of trip, hop, dub, and indie sound, which progressed to further sound experimentation on later albums. Okay. If you say so. I'm not... People have told me, Bob, you gotta listen to Gorillaz. I owned the first album. I've heard it plenty of times. I'm not really into it. Everyone says it's so great. I even put it on recently. I don't know, a couple months back, just to be like, okay, it's been forever since I've heard it, and I listen to hip hop all the time and all that shit. I put it on. I just find, yeah, it's fine. I really doesn't do much for me. There's a couple songs I like, and there's some songs I'm like, yeah, okay, but yeah, Gorillaz, nah, it just I don't know. It doesn't click for me for whatever reason. Where the fuck were we on the verses? I think we did verse 2 already. Yeah, we did. Yeah. What's... Biting my insights like 5 enchiladas. Huh. Okay. That's a lot. Are these the smaller enchiladas? I love enchiladas. MC siphon my likeness, biting my insights like 5 enchiladas. But like, why enchiladas? Let's see. Others rappers try to imitate him. Yeah, sure. They take his lyrical style, his ideas, message. He used the phrase like 5 enchiladas as a simile to express his point. Okay. As well as a bit of quick comic relief. The comic relief is accentuated by the altered beat played during the line's delivery. Okay. I didn't really notice the altered beat part. Anyway, I was just focused on enchiladas. So basically the annotation is he's just being silly. All right. Fair enough. All right, let's keep going. We'll finish this one up.
Ran the planet like a band of bandits who man the cannons and guns with brand of subatomic.
Yeah, this one gets a heart too.
Subachronic, glowing brighter when controlling ciphers. Unraveling rhyme and traveling time. Alien life form, mailing a pipe bomb. Deltoid, Battlesong, I write songs. Monarch absolute, serve a glass of proof. When I vanish, leave my spirit in a planet. On top of the surface, my words and wit emerging.
Huh. I like this note. It just kind of gives me this melancholy. And it's a feeling that comes with this time of year. October, summer's done, cooler. Where's my mouse? Oh, it just rolls right into that skid, huh? Wow. Mathematical astro grapple afloat pterodactyl, very factual crash course, last resort, cast me off, at last rewarp. To my own world, my own neurological cubbyhole. Open the air shaft, I'll be there fast, with spare wraps to tear back their mass. Deltron, experimental, critical, literal, professor tests the pitiful. Micro, Nautilus, interchangeable, all of this gamma grammar far from Bama. Is that like a dig at Alabama? Like, do they not have good grammar in Alabama? Got mind control bandanas to control your clan with scanners. Brand the planet like a band of bandits who man the cannons and guns with random subatomic love of logic, bug with phonics, tub of chronic low and bridle with controlling ciphers. Unraveling rhyme and traveling time, alien life form, mail and a pipe bomb. I can see why MF Doom hooked up with gorillas. There's I don't want to say similarity. I think there's a similar love of just wordcraft here between Del, the funky Homo sapien, and MF Doom. Doom is great. Oh, God, he's so great. Someone was asking me the other day, you do vaudeville villain? I'll get more Doom. I'll get to more Doom. I love Doom. He's my favorite. He is my favorite hip-hop artist. He's my favorite. He's just so fun to listen to. And it's great because he's so good at what he does, and he takes it seriously, and he's mastered his craft, and he cares about every part of it, and then he makes fun of himself. You know, he takes it seriously without taking it seriously. It's the best. I love that shit. I remake my universe every time I use a verse. To fulfill my destiny, MCs rest in peace. Side barriers provide care within from impurities. Every word will seize your attention like third degree. So like a third degree burn, like very painful burn. Like every word is going to grab your attention. You can't not feel it, basically. I subjugate you other fake performers while the base of your face, no sentient being attempts fleeing. MCs siphon my likeness, biting my insides like 5 enchiladas. This plane of existence is amazingly different from my orbital oratory, always going for the glory. You pop wide open from my sly slogans. I stay in effect with alien tech, make you want to say he's the best, with synchronization, with commendation. It's armor-plated, hard to fake it, never carbonated, scar your matrix. Good shit, man. Good shit. I was hoping for a Steve Miller Band sample on this one, but whatever. Let's keep going. We got another skit. So the news, a wholly owned subsidiary of Microsoft or something or another here. Let's see. Oh, it scrolls. Wow. Microsoft. Okay. So that's a skit, and it goes into 16, which is called Turbulence, which is a remix, but I don't think we've heard Turbulence yet. So it's a remix, I guess. I don't know. That says it's a remix. So let's drop into, where the fuck are we? I'm getting confused. 15, the news. 15, the news, which is a skit, and we'll go into a song, Turbulence 16. Huh. I'm going to pause, I'll read it. So it's translated. We have much worries that Armageddon is really close and we should find refuge. We're not sure what to do in the situation, but these weird creatures are starting to behave pretty strangely. These aliens are making people really scared, so we really need to be cautious towards these creatures. And there is the news. Let's continue on to 16, which is called Turbulence. Cool beat.
I envision turbulence and murder since it's an everyday occurrence. It's 30-30, yo, I get my hands dirty. They think they the pure breed, medically insured weed. Fuck the system. Non-conformist humans walk around because of their ordinance, just ornaments. Super thugs use computer bugs. All ignoramuses reduced to savage half beast off a crack piece. Not me, I'm shit-faced, which way but loose in a hovercraft. Not no bubble bath, turbo boost. Fuck Earth if I wanna live on Mars. So I'm closer to the stars and farther away from dumb civilization with no mental stimulation. They changed the Constitution for your red, white, and blue friends. Exterminate nuisance. No one listens to what you said.
Interesting sound.
Touching your head with brainwashing, with propaganda about your fearless leader who got 200 bodyguards, so you can't touch them either. I envision turbulence and murder since it's an everyday occurrence. I envision turbulence and murder since it's an everyday occurrence.
This album is odd because the summary that we talked about in the beginning, the concept of the album and the theme and all that stuff, it's definitely there. But if I had not known, if I had not read beforehand, I would have had a hard time like following the story, honestly. And I feel like the story is like, it's like this asteroid or meteorite that's fragmenting because it's hitting the atmosphere and it's just like breaking apart, like, because it just feels like all of these elements that are all together, they're all there, but they're also like these splinters. And this feels like another like splinter. Lately, the last couple songs have felt more anger. Lyrically, there's more anger. It's different from how the album started. And that's not a bad thing or a good thing or anything. It's just, I'm noticing this. There's just this different level of heat on things. There's more intensity. It's less playful. It's more upset. Let's keep going. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm noticing this just a little bit of change in what's going on with the album.
I'm Butch Cassidy style, wow, uncontained. I steal computer disk files, drink water from drains. Metal detectors check ya with reflectors in every sector.
Wow, even the music.
Nectar. No one believes in specters and spooks. They just lecture the youth about having respect and coof toward the U.S. And you guessed it, the rest get in prison or incisions in their medulla. No president, we have a ruler.
You are to be inside by 9 o'clock or we will shoot ya.
Missile launchers haunt you in your nightmares. It ain't quite fair. Little tykes ain't prepared.
Yeah. That second verse. I mean, both verses, man.
I envision turbulence and murder since it's an everyday occurrence.
Yeah. I want to click. There's an annotation here. They changed the Constitution for your red, white, and blue friends. What does this mean? The world order of the future, either physically or metaphorically, changed the Constitution for presumably what is or has become the United States. Okay. Exterminate nuisance. No one listens to what you said. The online is touching your head with brainwashing, with propaganda about your fearless leader. Who's got 200 bodyguards, so you can't touch him either. I love that. You know, fearless leader, right? So strong, so brave, but surrounded by 200 bodyguards. Of course. Like they all are. They're all so strong and tough and powerful and important and surrounded by bodyguards. All of them. Bodies disappear, obviously, of fear. Lobbyists can't get near shit. Everybody's spirits are under control. Computers run with the soul. Elitists defeat us. They live by the beaches. Bubble dome over the hemispheres. You can't hear. You guys got to remember, too, this is 25 years ago. We had the internet 25 years ago, but it was not like today. It's not even close like today. I would love to hear a Deltron 4040 album. I would love to hear what what's his name? What's he call himself? What are they labeling him as? What is it? The funky Homo sapien? I would love to hear what he thinks about today. Because it's like he's writing for today, but he wrote this 25 years ago. So if this was his opinion of things 25 years ago, what does he think now? Let's go through first two. They only teach high-tech and private portables that float above commoners. They'd soon as bomb it first. So that's just essentially education, right? We're only going to give education to the private, the wealthy, essentially. And we'd rather just kill off all these poor commoners, the homeless, whatever. Advanced safety features from contact with creatures who either slave their lives away in outdated factories or maybe bounty hunters in a land of apathy. So they protect themselves from these creatures who are basically just minions that toil, or bounty hunters, police, perhaps. I'm Butch Cassidy, style wild, uncontained. Butch Cassidy, if you've never seen Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, watch that movie. It's a great movie. I like that one a lot. I steal computer disk files, drink water from drains, metal detectors check you with reflectors in every sector, while I drink electric nectar. No one believes in specters and spooks. They just lecture the youth about having respect and couth toward the U.S. And you guessed it, the rest get imprisoned or incisions in their medulla. No president, we have a ruler. You are to be inside by 9 o'clock or we will shoot you. Who was the president in 2000? Was it Bush? I think so. Oh yeah, 2001. Bush. Yeah. 9/11. Missile launchers haunt you in your nightmares. It ain't quite fair. Little tykes ain't prepared. You've got your wife naked bare in the subway for some thug by neopunks with cerebral pumps for enhanced recognition of politicians and witches. Senior citizens are disposed against their wishes. Aliens landed and said our planet wasn't worth invading because all the natural resources are fading. Let's keep going. We got another skit, the Fantabulous Rap Extravaganza Part 2, which then goes into track 18, which is Battlesong. So let's hear the skit. We'll go into the Battlesong after that. Remember, this is Child Down.
Make sure you see the Intergalactic Rap Battle 3030.
Is that Michael Jackson, right? That dun-dun-dun. That sounds like a redone version of Thriller. Oh, cool.
Interplanetary adversaries battling for supremacy. Sounds like a good way to build up my infamy. Soon as automators sent for me, we headed over to receive our registration forms from the Galactic Embassy.
Yes, may I help you?
Remember me? To escape a global panic, we had to intercede.
Oh, you're here for the battle forms?
Yeah, can we get them for free?
I'm afraid not. You have to pay the entrance fee.
It was worth a try when we first arrived.
It was worth a try.
Gravity adjustment was a must. Step up contestant number 12. I was 13. He started bursting. Ammunition that wasn't working. His rudimentary technical abilities couldn't kill me. Not me for a loop, but I could still breathe. He had the crowd going by appearance. Then comes the anticipated interference from his squad of guards. I bust back with an onslaught of hydrothermic cloud to burn their third eye. I'm outnumbered, but I come with heat and trigger a massive explosion to the beat. They hit me with compressed air, left my chest bare. My sonic stun gun takes him out by the next snare.
What a great way to describe a rap battle.
It took out the sound, man. I'm taking a pounding. I bust out an acapella. That's astounding. Project a unibeam through his spleen. Pulled out my X-ray cannons to disintegrate the phantom. It's non-finite cell structure ruptured. It's forming again a bust up into clusters. Shadowy masses spread to the greater darkness of outer space. Now I place first among artists.
Now I place first. Oh my god.
This is appealing. Hyperspace with mic in place. We was off, breathing frost in the void, thinking, what if we had lost? Ha! Entertaining ignorant thought. Let hoes Cecilia, we enter the port. Fill out a few forms, then we meet our challenger named Qzar.
No matter who you are, I'll handle ya.
He's a real charmer. I threw on my plasteel armor. He wants to absorb the talents that I worked so hard for. A
A biter hardcore.
He was a quadruped, 4 arms. He hit me with 4 arms made of bronze. Squeezed out his brain like juice, like a python.
I'm kind of torn on Battlesong because I like the lyrics. I like the description of the rap battle. I'm not as much of a fan of the production. The production reminds me of what the old modems used to sound like, the dial-up modems. Some of the sounds in there remind me of a dial-up modem. And I fucking hate that sound. So the production kind of like scrapes my ears a little bit. Essentially, the beat overall is fine. It's just there's a couple sounds in there. Some of those higher pitched like squeals, scrape sounds. But I love this. I love this as a rap battle. He shows up. You're here for the battle. Yeah, can we get it for free? I'm afraid not. You'll have to pay the entry fee. It was worth a try. When we first arrived on Mercury, gravity adjustment was a must-in. Step up contestant number 12. I was 13. He started bursting ammunition that wasn't working. His rudimentary technical abilities couldn't kill me. Knocked me for a loop, but I could still breathe. He had the crowd going by appearance, and comes the anticipated interference from his squad of guards. I bust back with an onslaught of hydrothermal clod that burned the third eye. Though outnumbered, I come with heat and trigger a massive explosion to the beat. They hit me with compressed air, lift my chest bare. My sonic stun gun takes him out by the next snare. Just badass, dude. Next stop, Pluto to rock these new flows. Atmosphere of methane, be strategic like a chess game. Leave this MC with chest pains. I had to battle a shadow in his black life form. He dazzled me, added 3 points to his score. Engulfed my microphone with darkness, added 3 more. The panel started to roar. I had to find the core of his power. He stretched his text, causing me to black out. I took my dad out. I couldn't back out. I took out the sound man. I'm taking a pounding. I bust out a cappella. That's astounding. So that's a cappella is when you're just singing, no music. Projected unibeam through his spleen, pulled out my X-ray cannon to disintegrate the Phantom. It's not finite cell structure ruptured. His form will get all bust up into clusters. Shadowy masses spread to the greater darkness of outer space. Now I'm placed first among the artists. See, it's neat. It's something different. It's a different way to describe a rap battle. And I like it. It's fun. It's just, I've not heard something like this before. Quasar guy. No matter who you are, I'll handle you. He's a real charmer. I threw on my plasteel armor. He wants to absorb the talents that I worked so hard for. A biter hardcore. I busted a few shots and opened him like a car door. He was a quadruped, 4 arms. He hit me with 4 forearms made of bronze. I said, Automator, play the song. You got it. It was the theme, made a slight alteration in my skin, set him with a cognition beam with his double team, or set him up, leaned toward his dome piece and reamed the back of his neck with a cranial disruption siphon, squeezed out his brain juice like a python. Yeah, I like Battlesong. Cool song. But just some of the sounds in the production. It harmonizes with my tinnitus, and that I don't like that. My tinnitus is constantly ringing. Like right now, I can just... This next song is a song. I think actually we're at the end of the album, essentially. So we got Love Story and Memory Loss, and then track 21 is Ass Man 640 Speaks, which I think is like a closing skit. And then the last 3 are remixes of songs that we've heard. What are we at runtime? 2 hours. I think... I probably will not listen to the 3 remixes. So we'll do the 2 more and then the closing skit. And we'll probably just call it there. I'm sneaking up on noon. I'm not sure if we're going to go visit our friend in the hospital or not. So I got to be careful with my time. Anyway, here's Love Story. Track 19, produced by Dan the Automator, dropping in. Review 15 for
I
me.
just won 10 grand in the Galactic Rhyme Federation Championship, so I'm lamping a bit.
I like this one already. I like the production of this a lot.
I'm sick of looking at the inside of space stations. Time for Deltron to take a vacation. My expertise in aviation got us to a destination, the East Bay.
East
My
Bay.
living quarters is completely froze solid. I thaw it out with a heat ray. Now I'm chilling in the sun of pulsating jet streams. Keeping out in
I like this
virtual
one a lot.
reality, my wet dreams.
Virtual junkies burnt out and lost, war veterans still trapped in
I'm sitting on the porch reading Cosmopolitan, peeping all these dumb hoes with enhanced collagen. I'm calling
Enhanced
it sick
collagen.
today. Big mistake. This resulted in a final paycheck and pink slip to take. Replaced by my successor cause I missed my place. Knowing that the Rhyme Federation will miss my face. Referred to as a big
Fuck yeah.
disgrace. Now I'm freelance with more risk to take. Now a rhyming merc, finding certified androids. Hit a convention, signing autographs for fanboys. They admire my enhanced stanzas and how I dodge manhunts and security cameras. Avoided apprehension in subatomic dimensions. And even more impressive because of what we live in.
We go places, man. We go far. We go all the way to Mars, Venus. Go Venus, you want. Venus, Paris. It sound kind of similar.
And that's it. That's it. He hits on this girl with 3 butt cheeks. this alien or whatever with his droid. That's fucking funny. I like this one too. It's funny. I really like the beat. It's kind of got that crunchiness to it, man. A little bit of like, I don't know, electronic distortion there on that one note. I'm sitting on the porch reading Cosmopolitan, peeping all these dumb hoes with enhanced collagen. Calling in sick today, big mistake. This resulted in a final paycheck and a pink slip to take. Replaced by my successor because I missed my place knowing that the Rhyme Federation will miss my face. Fuck y'all. Referred to as a big disgrace, now I'm freelance with more risks to take. Now a rhyming merc, finding certified androids, hit a convention, signing autographs for the fanboys. They admire, I love this, they admire my enhanced stanzas and how I dodge manhunts and security cameras. Avoided apprehension in subatomic dimensions, and even more impressive because of what we live in, a self-contained environment, I suggest I'm just a minor threat. I see a thing of beauty fly as heck, standing by her desk, paid her my respects. I was too scared to try and step, so I deployed one of my androids with dialect. Synthesized my voice, with my voice perfectly replicated, asked for her name, and was she married? No, we're separated. So this is annotated, you know, you're behind, you got 3 booty cheeks. I wonder if this is a reference to Total Recall. Yeah, the girl with the 3 boobs. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I like that one, man. Okay. All right, Tim, this is it. This is it. The last track. I'm going to, I'll stop after this. I'm not going to do the remixes. But this will be the last track of the album proper in terms of original songs, not remixes. Will it not be a skip? Tim, will you actually be fucking right? You crazy son of a bitch telling me an album that's over an hour long and it's got tons of skits in it will have no skips. Is it true? Final track. Well, there's a skit at the end too. So we'll play Memory Loss and then we'll go into the Aspen 640 Speaks, which I think is the closer for the album. It's featuring Sean Lennon. I don't know who that is. Produced by Dan the Automator. Here we go. Here's track 20, Memory Loss. Nah, skip. Nah, just kidding.
Hey,
Just kidding.
you're gonna go under. What that fool say? I said you try to get over, you gonna go under.
You try to get over, you're gunning.
It's 30-30, man. I ain't got time to be wasting time on slow posts. I want y'all to get open like like the ocean.
Yeah.
Brothers be bugging like he from Oakland. What? I'll whoop you. Insinuating we ain't capable. Stupid ass niggas is gonna rape a hoe. A few out of thousands. The town is founding fathers of the Black Panthers. We provide answers. You don't wanna believe, then y'all some blind bastards. They got you set up real good, generalizing. Industry's rising while energy's declining. Niggas think I'm whining. Really? I don't give a shit, cause everybody's dying, but y'all think that's the end of it. That's why it's so easy to be a Benedict or imitate, cause they wouldn't teach you
Cool
how to
production
when you
through
was
here.
8. Now you 48 and you hate children. Forgot where you came from, now you're straight illin'. Don't fight the feeling, you better deal with it.
Don't fight the feeling, you better deal with it.
Trying to get over, people have a memory loss. Trying to get over, people have a memory loss.
This is from De La Soul, the second album. I have not heard that album.
You're trying to get over, you're gonna go under.
I'm gonna pause in the middle here. I try to pause on longer songs at least once. Let's go through some lyrics. I want you to get open like the ocean. Brothers be bugging like he's from Oakland. What? I'll whoop you, insinuating you ain't capable. Stupid ass people. I'm not gonna read that line. A few out of 1,000. My town is founding fathers of the Black Panthers. We provide answers. You don't believe, then y'all some blind bastards. They got you set up real good. Generalizing. Industry's rising while energy's declining. People think I'm whining. Really? I don't give a shit. Because everybody's dying, but y'all think that's the end of it. That's why it's so easy to be a Benedict. I forget Benedict Arnold. General during the Revolutionary War. His name has become a generic diss for any kind of traitor. Okay. I don't know anything about him. I've heard the phrase Benedict Arnold, or his name anyway. Now you're 48 and you hate children. Forgot where you came from. You're straight illin'. Don't fight the feeling. You better deal with it. People have memory loss. It don't matter what you do or say. Try to get away, but I'm going to catch you. Want to compare yourself to them? Well, guess what, homeboy? You don't match up. I'm my own individual, so I know it isn't true just because you say it is. Because anything that's got truth, got proof that ain't you. That's simply just the way it is. Somebody said something to Deltron, or not Deltron, but oh yeah, Deltron. Fucking pissed him off, huh? Pissed him off. All right, well, let's finish this one up.
I'm on some real shit, so real brothers feel this, cause we know reality is crazy. That's why nothing amazed me. Look in the past, you might have to go farther than the book in your class. My niggas cooking some crack, and moms get the first hit. That's okay with you, that's okay with me. I'm not here to judge the way you be. I got my own complications. The government shoot us rations. Plantations is man labor for $5 for hourly intervals. I get a G for that, so believe what I spit to you is giving back. I think I'm living that dream when the IRS repossess most of your cream. It's like I dream when I die. I wake up, see all the people I disrespected and tried to make up. It's praise that the creator relate to nature.
All the people I disrespected trying to make up.
Trying to get over. People have a memory loss. They go trying to get over.
I like these horns, man. Very victorious sound. Again, we play out too. I love that so many of these songs play out. Yeah, I love that it just plays out, man. I like it when an album gives a producer some room. You're here to make music, let's fucking hear it, you know? Let it play. Especially with these horns, man.
We find ourselves reflecting, finding out that in fact we came back. We were always coming back.
We're always coming back. Yo, that's neat. Closer. Because when you think about the theme of the album, you know, so let me set this down. So if it were me listening to it if I did not know about the summary of the album, I wouldn't know what the fuck's going on. Like, why? I would go, oh, okay, it loops, but I wouldn't understand the idea of like memory, or, oh, I guess the song is fucking called Memory Loss. I wouldn't have put it together. I'm too stupid. I wouldn't have caught that. I would have missed that. So his memory wipes, and then you go back. So thematically with the album, yeah, the album loops, but I'm thinking more of how the metaphor folds into the story of. I like it because I feel like it acknowledges essentially the futility of the goal of Take Back Hip Hop. You know, on one hand, I don't like what's going on, and I'm going to make this album, and I'm going to make something cool that I like, and it's not going to be like this other shit, and I'm going to try and show people you can do this, you don't have to be like them, and all that, be original, be unique. And then he does it, but it doesn't matter. Which is true. But in that truth, there's another truth of, just pursue what you're interested in. That's always the foundation. Pursue what you're interested in. Make what you want to make. It doesn't matter if somebody likes it or not. If you enjoy it, if you enjoy the process, if you're happy with the end result, that's it. That's all that matters. If other people like it, that's the bonus. But I really like how the album closes like that. Memory loss. You loop back to the beginning. It starts all over again. You go through the same fight. And then, now I'm really kind of pondering on the concept, because it gives the idea of you just keep fighting the fight too. Keep fighting the fight. And some people will come around and some people won't. And there's always going to be someone who disagrees. And there's always going to be somebody hating on it, and somebody still trying to copy or whatever. It just doesn't, it's all, there's nothing new under the sun. Essentially. You just got to keep fighting the fight. Whatever that is. The song Memory Loss too, though, is, I really like this, they try to get over. They got a memory loss. They're going to try to get over. What was it? You're 48. You hate children. Forget where you come from. You're straight illin'. Don't fight the feeling. Deal with it. Yeah. Neat album, man. No skips. Tim, you fucking crazy son of a bitch. You did it. You did it. No skips. Yeah, no skips. No skips. Yeah. It's really cool with these skits woven in. I don't know, man. Like, I've never really seen an album do so many skits. I've seen albums with, a handful of skits. And they're fine. Sometimes they make sense. Sometimes they're just random bullshit and it doesn't add anything at all. It's just this neat little like rhythm between a fucking song and a skit, song, skit, song, skit, song, skit. It kind of helps to keep the mood, the atmosphere. It's almost like a little bit of a mental breather, which I think is important for an album like this, where you've got such fancy language being used, complicated language. It's almost like it's like a little tiny dessert after the meal, because each song is essentially its own meal, the way it's structured lyrically. It's really cool. Really cool album. Yeah. And, so in terms of the remixes, too, why I'm not going to react to the remixes is I'm not super familiar with the songs to begin with, because I've only heard them the one time. And then I hear it and I go, oh, yeah, this one. And then I go, oh, yeah, it is different, but I don't remember how. And then two of them are just remixes of the same song. And so anyway, I just don't feel like there's a lot of value there. Plus, it doesn't really add anything necessarily to the story. Now, what's interesting, too, is with the story, there is a story there, but to me it wasn't as, like, prominent. It's like the story exists to create the metaphor in a sense, but I feel like, although that's also what I was focused on, so my bias is definitely in that lane of, I feel like the metaphor was a lot more present than the actual story. The story just feels like the vehicle for the metaphor, you know? Cool shit, man. Cool shit. Yeah. How long did I run for? Oh, 2:15. Okay, that's not bad. Another reason why I was hesitant on this, I was like, God, that's going to be like a 3-hour video. And that gets a little long. In the chair, 3 hours. That can get a little rough. Okay. Okay. Yeah, good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Just fun. Fun. You know? The core of hip-hop. The heart of hip-hop. Good rhymes. Good flow. Good beats. That's it. That's it, man. That is it. Okay, y'all. Take care. Enjoy your Halloween. Enjoy your weekend. We got Thanksgiving coming. Pay attention. I hate to say it, but pay attention to what's going on with the fucking shutdown, because if you're trying to fly somewhere, you might be seriously fucked. You might really, really need to reconsider travel plans that are coming in a couple of weeks for Thanksgiving if you're traveling. It might be a total shit show. It already is, kind of, but like the whole total complete shit show. Yeah. All right, y'all. Take care. We'll see you soon.